Okay, we are live. All right, all right, all right. I always feel like Matthew McConaughey when I do that. All right, all right, all right. Okay. So, my friends, is this the whole set of the alphabet? Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Let me get signed in. And hang on. There we go. And reload. Oh, that's the indication that I'm live, just in case. I didn't know. Alrighty. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Hi, Diane. Okay, so if you guys were on Facebook a little bit ago, you saw I posted a poll, partly because I wanted to try and see how a poll worked, because we haven't done that before. But, so today, in between, chit-chatting and doing all the other things we've got to do in the store, we found these cards when we were going through the back room. These card sets have been here for a little while, but they just got buried. So we have 4 different card sets. I'm going to go through these with you guys because they are so cute. But what's really fab about these, did I just say fab? Like I'm like... Yes, you did. Sometimes I just embarrass myself by saying dumb things. So is that... I know. I'm sure I will, right? Is that the designs are so fun, but they're really, really easy to dress up. So if you saw the poll, you saw I was working on the cat ones. So we'll kind of start with that, but we thought that it would be fun to just do some quick assembly as we kind of looked through these to give you guys an idea. Because one of the things that I loved about these sets is that 12 cards, 12 envelopes, they're A2, $12.99. That's like what, $1.10 a card and envelope? Plus the designs are so like easy to dress up to make it like a handmade card, but when you're in a pinch, which, let's be honest, sometimes we don't have time to sit down for a few hours and make a card. We just need something that tells people that we're thinking about them or wish them a happy birthday or whatever the sentiment might be. So it can be really nice to have these kind of cards on hand. So with that being said, let's start with the cats. Okay. Okay. So I just love these guys. So there's 4 different designs in here. Is that right? 4 designs, set of 12. Okay. So let me pull these out for you. And the envelopes are in here too, but I'll just leave those in the box. Okay. So we've got this little cutie patootie right here. There should be 3 of those. And then this is the one that, this is the one that I put out in the poll. So I just love this. That cat looks so happy and frolicking. So I don't know actually which direction this card goes, which is kind of fun. It could go any direction, I suppose. And then the 4th cat, I mean, come on. Look at how cute that is. Ah, so cute. Okay, so let's kind of chit-chat about my vision for these cards. So I thought the artwork is beautiful. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you guys, because is that the back sides of these cards actually are really nice also. They're 100% recycled eco ink, which, you know, is great. And then, but they did decorate the back sides of the cards as well. So it makes them just that little step up. Okay. So each one has a little bit of a different design on it. And let me get these back. Hold on. I'm going to get these back in. So this morning when I was starting this, Donna and Virginia were in, and so we were chatting about this, and I snagged a card from each of their packs so that I didn't have a mismatched set. But that means then, because they were right place, right time, they will end up each with some already decorated cards if they want it. So anyway, so let's take a look at the cat, okay? So my thought on this was, if you just grab one of your nesting dies, okay, and then grab a sentiment that you want to work with it. Some of these are really, really easy. The cats, I think, I mean, obviously, you know, because I love cats, but the cats are really easy to use because you've got an image and lots of white space. So lots of the frames that you might have in your stash could work. Now, the frame that I ended up using, this is a set from Elizabeth Crafts, and from memory, I think this one is like $14.99. This is one of my favorite sets, okay? We don't have it in the store at the moment, but I did just check before the video that it was in stock because I love it so much because it's a little bit unique, and I'll kind of show you. Those are the two, obviously, that I used. These are them taped together. And so this is the set. And for like 15 bucks, 14, 15 bucks, that's a lot of dies. And there's also, we do have it in stock as well, the other one that is just this design but plain. And one of the things I love about their nesting sets is that the plain ones are every other size. So if you want to make frames like we did for the cat, then you could just go every other size. So if you guys want this, because I know whenever we get it in, it's usually a pretty popular one, and then I sort of forget to get it in because it's an older die set, but really unique. So just let me know on that. But so then today, while we were putting this card together, I had it going so that it was like so. And I really liked it flat because it just let that cat kind of shine. And then I picked one of the mini expressions die sets that had a mat around it, okay? I just wanted white on white. I did not want it to compete with the cat because, I mean, yeah, you could see why. So I picked a white that went pretty close with the white that was used on the card. So what I ended up doing then for the frames, because, and I did this for all the frames, when you cut a frame and you want to glue it onto your card, whether you want to put it on foam or not, when it's this thin, even if you have a heavyweight cardstock, if you double it up, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I cut two and glued them together. It just gives this frame more stability, but also, even if you glue this on flat, it gives it just that little bit more of a dimension. So let me just kind of show you here. So see, it's not totally flat. It still has a bit of a raised edge. And then we decided to try it on foam, and then with the sentiment, okay, like so. And that's where we liked all of them, and we had to go and get some input. So I just checked the poll before the video today, and it looks like foam is winning. So, which will make my other half very happy because that was his choice. Donna, that was her choice. I liked it flat, but then I also like it on faux. But I did vote flat because I had to choose. But we also had a number of people in here today that decided to take the Switzerland route and say, I like them both. Kind of like a half vote for each one. So I think these kind of card designs are quick to put together, and if you need a flat design for mailing, it'll be great. Nobody will know that you have the option of putting it on foam. If you want it on foam, then, you know, it's easy to do that as well. Okay, so I've got a stand for this so I don't get it off though. Hang on one sec. This is always the part, right? Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so that's what we're going with because that one in the poll. Okay, now there's just a few little things that are going on. Let me grab my glue, which I hope still works. And did I leave the dies up there for the sentiments?
Yeah, two here.
Yeah, could you bring them over? Thanks. Thank you. Okay, so there's a couple things now when we go to attach the sentiment. I'm going to use a liquid glue, so I know it's going to be sticking just fine. In the picture, it was hanging down just a little, but that was because it had to balance. Thank you. But for when I'm making the card, I don't want it to go below the base. Now, anytime I'm designing a card, I'm okay with it sticking out either side or the top. But if it sticks out down on the bottom, it doesn't stand quite right. So I want to make sure that that doesn't go below the bottom of that. And I can probably just glue this right on because I picked a sentiment. This one is the Thinking of You sentiment from Creative Expressions. This isn't new, but we do have it in stock. It's $8.99. And I picked that one because it had the shadow. And by having the shadow, I knew it was going to give me more stability to put onto the frame. So with only a handful of die cuts, I've now turned this simple little card into a handmade, beautiful thing that's sure to make somebody smile, right? So you can put a little bit more foam underneath if you want to, but I don't think that I need to. So what I'm going to do is just, this is where I want to use liquid glue. I mean, I usually use liquid glue anyway, but you could use tape as well. You want to just make sure that the tape is only going to end up on the frame because the glue will dry so that it's not sticky, and then if it accidentally gets pushed onto the frame during mailing, no problem. But tape will still be sticky. So if there's tape over the other part of the sentiment and it gets pushed down, it could stick, which is why I chose the liquid glue. Now, let me just pull this a little bit closer to me so that I can make sure. I want to get it nice and centered and not below the bottom there. Okay. Let me see. Oh, you guys, that is so cute. I love it. Love it. And how easy was that, right? Well, plus I had the die cutting done, but still very, very easy. So that is the cat one and the cat set. Next up, we have decided on the birds. Okay, these birds are gorgeous. So we've got 4 birds in here. 4 birds? 6 designs. It only shows 4. Yeah, 6 sounds about more right. About more right. Oh my goodness. Who let me be in charge of having grammar today? Okay, so I'm going to take these out so that you guys can look at the birds too, because all of these cards are just absolutely gorgeous. So we have this northern cardinal. We have the blue jay, the yellow-bellied sapsucker, the red-breasted nuthatch. I mean, and the artwork on these, you guys, is just, it's gorgeous, right? Then we have the American Robin and the American Goldfinch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, did I hit them all? 5. Did I show you guys 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember. Okay, so then with this one, I thought, okay, let's try something a little bit different. Now, originally, I had thought that I would use that same die. But because this one has this pretty frame around it already, this die covers most of it, which was fine, but I had a little bit showing through on the corners there, so I decided that just isn't going to work. I'm going to need a more square die for this one. So that's when I grabbed this new cool die set from Spellbinders that we recently got in. And we quite liked how this one turned out. So let me actually put the pieces back together. We do have this one in stock. I want to say it's like $26.99. I put the bag somewhere else, but it's somewhere right in there. That's about the price of their nested dies. So this is their new nested postage labels and tags. And so like postage stamp type stuff is becoming so popular now. You've seen it with the waffle flower collection and that kind of thing. So I thought maybe if we can take this one and turn it into kind of a postage stamp design, that would be really cool. So what I did, this is my little note here for whose card it is. Okay. So what I did, again, I cut 2 of these frames. Now, to do the frame cuts, what I did is just, I take the die, and this is how I always do my frames to see what size I want to cut, and I'll hold it up to the image and kind of see how that fits, okay? So what I liked about this is that I still got to have that inside border. So, and then there's this one, because I didn't, so with a design like this, I need it to be a frame, right? I need it to not be a solid, solid piece where I would put something on top. So I need it to be a frame, and this was the perfect size. So I am going to put those back so that I don't lose them. And then what we decided is this guy getting glued right on here looked so cool, okay? But I wanted to make it a happy birthday card. So I have these banners from Elizabeth Crafts that are these stitched banners. And I wasn't sure how this was going to play out, but actually what's going to end up happening is we kind of played around with this just a little bit. So what I'm going to end up doing here is just sort of gluing this down because it's going to get attached, and then using the happy birthday that I cut out of the same font or the same paper as the frame, and we're just going to glue that on. And that's as easy as something like this needs to turn it into a birthday card. I mean, so easy. Okay. Let's see here. Somehow I lost my feed. Hold on one second. Okay. All right, so so this is the set of, is this the set? Oh no, this is a little bit different. It has a slightly different pattern on it. But this is a set of border dies, or flag dies from Elizabeth Crafts. $11.99 on this one, okay? So, and then this is the other set that's solids. What I love about these, again, is that they nest, right? So you can have the outside, and then you can cut the little frame on the inside, and it'll go right inside the border there. Or you cut a solid outside and put a patterned inside piece on to put your sentiments. But for today, we're going to be using a piece that is from my stitch set that I had in my thing, and out of vellum. So I'm going to kind of just do a little tack here and a little tack here. Okay, actually I want that out just a little farther, right about there. Okay, and because I am going to end up cutting this off, so I don't really need it to, and this is the Dries Clear glue. Oh geez, just lost it there. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to grab my little glue pad and my tweezers. Hey, Bubs, scissors. Couldn't you just grab them for me? Little ones. Okay. So the next thing this is just for lining up purposes, okay? I'm going to place this here so I kind of see how this is going to look. And I'm going to put birthday and happy. Thank you. And what this does, before I glue it down, this just gives me the option to place it so that I can kind of get my spacing right. And actually what you'll notice is that this fills up the space beautifully. So let's start with the happy, because it's the front of the line. Just going to tap it in there and get some glue on there. And then we're just going to try to make sure that it gets nice and straight. Okay. Perfect. And a 2-word sentiment actually is the very easiest of ones to use, because you only need that spacing in the middle. So when I go to glue down the birthday, see this little spacing over here, I'm going to match that with the black line on the other side, and then I'll know that it is perfectly spaced. So I've got my glue palette over here. I'm just dabbing that in. Then I'm going to turn it over and make sure I got enough glue everywhere. Okay. If I'd cut this with adhesive on the back side, it might have been easier, but I didn't, so we got what we got today. And then I'm going to just kind of put that right about there and hope that we are relatively straight. This is where the little tweezers come in, because we can wiggle stuff around. And before things get too dry, you want to just pick it up and look at it. Oh, that's cute. That looks pretty good. I think birthday needs to go up just a smidgy. Okay. Great. Just like so. Okay, next I'm going to take my scissors and do a quick trim on this vellum. Not exactly the detail scissors I was looking for, but maybe littler ones. Okay, but vellum is pretty forgiving as far as what you can see. So, is that going the right way? Then we're just going to, that's better, thank you, line this up like so. So what I'm looking at is I'm just kind of looking at where the, I'll hold this up so you can see. The vellum sticks out from under the postage stamp, but because it's so clear, you really can't see it that much. So if you don't really have a good way to cut that down, then you don't really have to worry about it too much because it isn't going to show. Okay. And I'll cut this one down just a little bit too. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to do a quick glue on this, and then we will have this one done. You guys, this is like 2 cards in half an hour, and it would be a lot faster too if you weren't also talking. Just got out your die cut machine and just cut some frames. But it's so great to work with things like this that have the artwork already in this like beautiful format for you, because it's a great use of your nesting dies, which you have quite a few of, probably. And if you don't, there's a gazillion out there. But I really like this new postage stamp one because it's very on trend. Okay. With what everybody is doing. There we go. I mean, doesn't that just dress that up? Just now it really looks like a, oh, I should probably keep it in the frame. Oh, hi you guys. Gosh, you know, I didn't see any comments, and then now I see everybody's here. Okay. Well, hi. Okay. Hi, Heidi. Hello, hello. Hi, Judy. Hi, Charlotte. Awesome. Hi, Lori. So you guys, I'm really excited about these because the price point is so great on these cards. But the way that the artwork is, it's just so easy. Now, when I was using this set here, this is the new postage set from Spellbinders. When I was using that one, that's what came out of the middle when I cut this. So I thought, well, I don't necessarily want it to go to waste, so I think I'll just put it on the inside, and then you have a beautiful little framed insert for writing your message on the inside. Now, here's just a tip, okay? If you're going to hand write a message, do it before you glue it in. That way, if you muck it up, I'm gluing mine in, but that way if you muck it up, you can just cut another one and put it in. That's one of the things, like when I was doing a lot of scrapbooking, I would always make journaling blocks, because if I didn't like what I had written or I misspelled something or whatever, I could toss it and rewrite it. So now it's glued in, so now I can't, you know, toss it and rewrite it, but doesn't that make the inside of the card look finished too? Let me raise this a little bit. Okay, so we've got those two there. Next, oh, these ones. Now, lighthouses are always a stunner. And these can be great for so many different types of cards, but really good if you need quick sympathy cards, okay? The sample I'm making today is not a sympathy card, but we have the blue lighthouse, there's a red lighthouse, and there is a green lighthouse. So this one, you're going to get, there's 3 different colored lighthouses, and you get 4 of each. So once you find a great design, you can just whip them out, and remember, also, you get the envelopes too. It's like, I don't even know. These are such a good value. Okay. So let me put this back in there. So I have 2 cards from Donna's packs, and I have 2 cards from Virginia's packs. So I'm trying not to mix them up. Now, I tried the postage stamp on this one, and just because sometimes this happens with printing, it was off just a little bit with the exact centering, okay? So I decided not to worry. I'm not going to make too big of a deal about that. So what I did instead is grabbed, this is another set from Elizabeth Crafts that I love their nesting dies because they're a great price point, but also you get different patterns in here. So, and there's a solid set that gives you those in-betweens. So it's really, really versatile that way. So I grabbed one of the sets that I knew would fit this card that would cover the frame border around here. Okay. And you don't have to add this if you don't want to, but I wanted to just cover it so that I could have this nice 3D border, but given that it wasn't perfectly centered, I had some options. So we've got this border, and then what we did is we grabbed this one. So sending a happy hello. We weren't 100% sure how this was going to work, if it was going to work on this card or I was going to use it actually on a different card. But this is the fun part about doing these, is that you get to use all the stuff in your stash. Okay. So the frames, you put it on, and then you guys might remember that this guy had a little pink. On the back side of this pink, it's a watercolor paper. It's not a watercolor paper. It's a watercolor designed paper from L'Enfant. And so the back side actually has a slightly darker pink, which we decided was a little bit rose. Now, the thing is that my other half and I, in between, you know, various things today, have been kind of trying to figure these out. And he actually liked the pink on here because it's not really pink. It's like a mauve, I think is what he said. So, but you really could, because the colors are so simple, you can add that pop of something else. But this is where I need you guys, because he said, so the whole sentiment is sending a happy hello. And because of the layout of this one and the length of this die, okay, this has to go vertical. And this die is too long to go vertical. It has to go horizontal like this one did if I want to use the border. So if we just use the words and cut this out, then we have this just beautiful little set of words. Really, like, they're small, they're elegant, and we can fit them into the design. Okay. So here's the thing. We've got sending a hello. We can say sending hello. We can say happy hello. We can just say hello. Okay, just hello. Or we can try and see if we can get sending a happy hello to fit. So this is where I need your help. Which one do you guys like? Because we've gone back and forth all afternoon, and we didn't really get very far. Because if we try to put all of the letters in, then it does get a little bit crowded. I think one of the other lighthouses, though, might have worked better, actually. So, like, let's say we had the green one. The green one, but I can't use the green one because this is the extra that I have from either Donna or oh, that's because it's green. I don't have a name in it. Hello. That I pulled from somebody's pack. Just went with a random design. Okay. So if we do a green, this is just for reference for those of you guys that are, so you can kind of see. So you can easily do sending a happy hello, something like that. Okay. That's an easy one to fit in that space because it's off to the side. But with the blue one, we have a little bit more centering. So I picked the one that was probably the most centered, right? So let's see what we want to do here. We have, now this one, I actually did put adhesive on the back side, so. Now all my words, they're cut in pink, so we're gonna go with pink, but what do you guys think about the pink with the blue? I keep calling it pink, I should call it mauve. With the blue lighthouse. Okay, I'm gonna try not to put these down too hard so that we can still see what it looks like, but okay. Oops. Sending a tweezers, Brooke. Use your tweezers. Just kidding. Can't do it. Hold on. Hold on a moment. Okay. I know, like the drama of card assembly, right? It has to be straight. It has to. Sending a happy hello. Okay, you guys, anybody else have an opinion? Do we go with sending a happy hello, sending a hello, just hello? It's like, it's been funny today because it's been a lot of creative decision making, and there has been a lot of undecided because and actually, you know what, at the end of the day, that's really good because what it means is everything's going to be pretty much good, right? So if you don't have exactly what I have to use, you'll have something that will work really well. I kind of like that though. What do you guys think? Yay or nay on sending a happy hello? I need to line the words up just a little bit more, but okay. So while I wait to hear from you guys on that, I'm going to show you the next set. Okay. Okay, so we're going with sending a happy hello. All right, I'm going to glue the frame down. Okay. And you like just the hello too. I know. I'm sending a happy ahoy. Okay, so Lori, I don't have sending a happy ahoy. That would be cute though. That would be cute. I just don't have it. So I'm gonna just do my best to center this on here. Just like that. And then, okay, so there's sending a happy hello. Let me just get this stuck down. Okay. Or we go with, it's this A that never wants to come off though. Or just, we go with hello. Yep. Nope. This is the, this is not a very sticky adhesive. I'm going to have to use liquid glue once we finalize, just so we can see what, that's nice too. And very simple, very easy. Okay, so I'm going to set that off to the side. I think we'll, I don't know. It's so weird. Sometimes, you know how sometimes you sit down to craft and you're just like, all my decisions are hard decisions today. It's like, I don't know what the deal is, but okay. So I'm going to put these guys back in the box. Give me a second here so that I don't get my things confused. And let's get back in the box. Okay. All right. So this is the last set. This one is Ocean Animals. And, oh, we have 6 designs in this one as well. So it says 6 designs, but the package only shows 4. So let's open these because, I mean, seriously, that's so cute, right? Oh, so fun. All right. Okay. You know what? I just thought about something too, because it comes in this really cool craft box. I think the next step up from your nesting dies, you could actually decorate this box too, because it's got this fab window, right? So you could put something over this part in the back and have a really nice box to give a set of gift a set of cards if you wanted. Just a thought, but lots of fun stuff that you can use. Okay, let's take a look at these guys. Okay, I don't really know what animal that is, but, oh, and I forgot to show you the backs of some of the others too. Shoot. Because they're so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that adorable with the polka dots on the back? Why would anyone send an unhappy hello? I know, right? So, and then we've got, what are these? Are those stingrays? I think so. But the backs are just adorable. And if you had a little label that says like handmade by or something like that, you could put that right there. And then the back is totally finished and totally personalized. This is the one that we've got for today. And then we have these whales. I love that they did the backs too. I just think that's awesome. I mean, because, yeah, if you're going to print something on the back, you might as well print something pretty. Look at that guy, though. Don't you love that? All right. So here is this particular set is, I know, right? Right? All of these guys, they're just adorable. So this particular set, though, presents a different challenge than the other 3 that we've looked at. Because the other 3, the cats was by far the easiest because it had the biggest amount of white space, right? And then we have the same-esque type of a frame around the birds and around the lighthouses. Now, the lighthouses have kind of a little, just so you guys can see it here, kind of almost like a nautical rope, whereas the birds had a double line. But still, it gives you that frame that has this outside border. And so you have that to work with. Now, with the cats, we could kind of go rogue. With the one with the frame, we had to make sure that it was going to work either to completely cover that frame or work to showcase that frame and have the same ratio. So those are the challenges with that one. Now, we have the challenge with these guys because they don't have any frames, but their designs go all the way to the edge. Now, my friends, you could easily just send these as is, right? Absolutely. Because, I mean, yeah. But we want to try to just dress it up in an easy way. Now, this is the one. It did look like while we were doing all the other cards today, right? It looked like I was relatively prepared. This is the one I'm not as prepared for because I wasn't sure what we wanted to do. So I picked one. This one, each one of the ones in this sea animal one, if you wanted to dress it up, this is where you get to be in your creative box because each one is different, okay? So some had design all the way at the bottom. This one actually has this frame that I definitely don't have any nesting dies for, right? Maybe if I had like a little corner or something like that, I could put that on there. Actually, hang on one second. Really? So funny. All right. Well, I thought I had some peel-off sticker frames because those might have worked, or peel-off sticker corners because those might have worked, and then also to have a sentiment, but I don't seem to have any, which is odd. So we'll have to skip those for today. But then, then we were kind of talking about, okay, maybe we just make a little sentiment, some sort of a strip. But it's tough because you don't want to cover up the beautiful artwork, but you do want to kind of dress up the front, right? So this is where we got a little bit stuck. I'm going to grab, hang on one sec. Let me grab my... trying to grab my small die cut machine, but there it is. Okay. And oh, there it is. Okay. So let me cut a piece off of here. And I'm kind of thinking, we have this new alphabet that we just got in from All in Create, and it's kind of a funky little alphabet. I thought maybe it would be fun to try this one. So I'm going to cut a little bit of vellum, and I'm going to cut the blue glitter and see what we think. Now, I was told today that, what did I walk over here for? I don't know. Okay, so I was told today that hold on a minute. Oh, here it is. So this is the alphabet that we just got in from All in Create. And I thought maybe it would be fun to use this because even if I didn't like it for this card, you guys get to see what the alphabet looks like. Because it is a little bit wacky, right? So my very well-loved Sizzix Sidekick just kind of gave up the ghost this week. So I have a different machine that I'm going to be using just to cut these out real quick because it's easier to use. This is the Scout from Spellbinders. And all right, so tell me what you guys think about a sentiment for this card. What sentiment do you think would be good? So we kind of went back and forth because the W, where's the M? Oh, there it is. Okay. Because I thought hello. Trey, I know, right? I think it is broken in now. Yeah. So the Platinum Scout, what the joke is that the Platinum Scout, we got early machines from Spellbinders in one of our trade shows. And I actually really do like this little thing. But it has a breaking in period, which I thought was kind of weird because I've never had that with a machine. But when Spellbinders was talking about it, they had it sound like, that it's pretty standard. So I don't know, but I think it's working pretty good now. So not everybody needed to break in their machine, but some people did. So just seemed a little odd. So I thought maybe before we went all in on the Platinum Scout, we would, I need a significantly shorter sentiment, Susan, because my letters are about that big. Okay. So the sentiment that my other half decided to give me was well low. Like hello, but wello. Oh, wait a minute. I think did he? What? Okay. Oh, here it is. I was like, wait a minute. Did he lose the O? But there it is. So he wanted it to say wello, like hello, as a play on words. So I will cut that out and we will see what we think. Or just hello, because we may not even like what this says anyways, right? So we're just going to give it a shot. And he spelled, he spelled whale with an F. Where is the L? There it is. It's funny. Okay. And E. All right, let's give it a shot. So this set also comes with, oops, sorry. I didn't weight down my camera either, so it's really bouncing around today. So this set also comes with shadows. Yep, that looks pretty good. So we can cut those if we decide we need them. But before we get too far, we want to even see if we like this size. I don't know if we're going to like the play on words or what, but this will at least tell us if we like these letters on here. Okay, so this is where I'm going to need your guys' help. Because don't do that. Put it on the magnet sheet. Okay. So this is those glitter sheets actually that we had a whole bunch of them in open stock. I think I need to get some more. These die cut really well for as intricate as these dies are. Whew. Wow. Okay. So it can either go here. I really like that anchor, so I didn't want to cover it. But, oh, I also need to know how to spell whale. I don't think I'm going to have quite enough room. And I think I need to cut one more L if I want to spell hello. Yeah. I don't think that is going to fit very well right there. But if we were to take, this is the fun part of crafting on the go, right? So if we take the vellum that we were just working with, and do we have another plate? How is it? Does this happen to you guys too? It's like, I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't moved. Okay, there it is. And you're like, where did that plate go? How did I lose it? I haven't done anything. I haven't gone anywhere. Okay, so I'm going to cut, let me see if I can find the right letters. H, and L, and O. I think this is the O. Does that look like it's the O? Maybe? Oh, no, that's the G. Okay. Here's the O. And E. Okay. Okay, you guys, I think I have this. I think I know what I want to do here. I think I want it to say hello, because that's, as as my other half said, a little boring, but it fits in the spot that I have. It's going to be adequate for everything I need to send the card for. And so that should work just fine, but I do need another L if that's the case. So let me grab one more here. Isn't that weird? Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna do this and a top plate. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what though, I love this alphabet. Oh my gosh, I really do. It has personality. And I think, I wasn't sure if I thought it would go with this set, but it really does. It's definitely a more artsy type of a alphabet. Or maybe a little more grungy. Kind of depends on how you might do it, I guess. But, okay. All right. That's it for die cutting. We're going to put this down. Okay. Put these away. We're going to switch to hello, because that just fits better, I think. And what we want to do, so here's what I did. I cut these out. That is not even the shadow for the H, but we're going to just pretend for today, I think. I'll switch it before I glue it down, but maybe it is. No, I think it's the N. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to look through this a little bit more. It might be the H, though. Hard to say. Okay, so if we have the vellum on the letters, okay, I know some of these are correct. What you get from the vellum, this is a light vellum, so it doesn't give me a whole lot, but it gives you just a little bit of a subtle mask on the design over the design where the letters go. And that's the part that I think I kind of like with this over that. What do you guys think? Can you even see that? Probably not too much. Does it show up very much? No, probably not. Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna glue it down, and we are gonna just sort of mosey on here. Maybe I'm gonna glue it down. I'm almost done, you guys. I know, I knew this would be the longer one because I didn't have things prepped, but I wanted to kind of walk you through sort of the design process of how we figure out, how to get these things like one way or another. So let that one dry, and I have one more L. So we're going with the good old boring hello. But, you know, it's an old favorite for a reason. Okay. And the E. All right. You guys probably can't even see the vellum on this table. It is like exactly the same color, but let me see what that H looks like. Okay. So based on the H, I did not cut the right one, but I think we're gonna just keep going so that we can get this done. And okay. So that's funny. That is not the right one. It's going to drive me crazy until I find the right one, but that's okay. I'll glue it to this. I can always cut it again. Okay. Not even remotely perfect. Nope. Definitely not the right background, but okay. Hot mess, but that's okay. I promise I'll fix it for the final version. Okay, so we can put it either here and just have it say hello. I think what I might do too is actually raise this just, oh, I got to learn to spell hello. I don't think that's going to fit right there. What do you guys think? Because it has to go over the tail. So it's not bad. I'm not sure. So let me go grab one more thing and then I'll show you what I'm going to do for the dots. And then I'll glue that part on last. Let me just... I just don't always get where I would pencil. Hold on one sec. Okay, so for the bubbles, I'm going to add some glossy accents. Now, if you have not worked with glossy accents before, this comes in 2 sizes of bottles. So the original size bottle is, I think, like 2 ounces or something like that. It's bigger. And then they used to only make this size for education packs, so we could put it in class kits and things like that. But then they made it available, and this is the size of glossy accents that I carry all the time. I order in the big bottles when, yeah, Heidi, I didn't like it up in the top either. I think you're right. So I didn't order in the big bottles unless somebody asked us for them. And part of the reason is glossy accents works the very best when it is fresh, okay? So if it's really old, it gets clumpy, it doesn't flow as well, it doesn't self-level, and bigger bottle means more air inside. So more air inside means it's going to dry out and get thicker faster. Plus, smaller price point means you can just replace it when it gets not so great. And for the record, it still takes a very long time to go through a 1/2 ounce of glossy accents. So in order to get glossy accents started, what you want to do is you want to squeeze it out. Can you guys see it come out? Yeah, I think you can see it, okay? So you want to squeeze it so that it's just poking out the end and it doesn't have a bubble. And then what you want to do, I'm going to try to do this on video and hopefully this is going to, so what you want to do is you want to take it and just slowly go around the edge, okay, and then just fill in the middle. Now this is the trick to glossy accents. You need to tilt it. I'm going to try and tilt it so you guys can see it, okay, so that you can see if you got full coverage. If there's a divot in the reflection, it means you need to just, while it's wet, put a little drop right there and it'll self-level to make a nice little bubble. The other thing you want to do is you want to look as closely as you can, although this is a bubble that we're putting glossy accents on, so it doesn't really matter as much, but I can see, it's hard because of the shadow, but I can see there's a bubble, like an actual bubble right here. So I'm just going to take a pin and try to pop it. And I see one right there. And if you can pop it, then your glossy accents won't have any bubbles when it dries. Okay. But I'm holding it at an angle, so it's actually kind of flowing. You want to make sure that you do this while it's sitting still. So again, all you do, get it started. So see how it sometimes has that little bubble thing on the end. So, and then just blop, And then we want to, I'm trying to do this so you guys can see, but it's really hard in the air. Then you just always check to make sure that you got your, come on, bubbles covered. Okay? And then you let it dry. Set it somewhere where your other half will not come by and stick their finger in the middle and be like, is this dry yet? Because the answer is no. That happened once on this really cool butterfly that I did. So I'm going to do the rest of the bubbles, not today, and then I'll put hello down here because I think that I liked it the best right down in this little corner. And then that's how I will dress this one up. Okay? So, you guys, I just wanted to show you the new cards sets that we have on the table today. And we've already probably sold through, I'd say, maybe about a third of them. So, if you want them, definitely let me know sooner rather than later. It's just from a little company, so I can get more ordered if we need them. But, so again, the sets that we have, they're 12 cards and envelopes. They are A2 size for $12.99. So really, really good value. And they all have that cute little decoration on the backside. So this is the sea animals, ocean animals, I believe is what this one is called. Okay. And you've got the little things on the backside there. And they all are decorated. Okay. So that's ocean animals. And then we have the lighthouses. And this is the one, we have the blue lighthouse. We have the green lighthouse. And then somewhere in here we had a red lighthouse. Well, you guys remember. So this one has 3 designs. So you get a lot of lighthouses, all really, really easy to work with. Beautiful. You know, Brooklyn's favorite bird is featured prominently in the lighthouse set. And then we had the, what was this one called? This is called the North American Birds. Okay. So these ones work really fun with the postage stamp. So we have the American Goldfinch and the Northern Cardinal, the Blue Jay, the Yellow-bellied Sapsucker, Red-breasted Nuthatch, the American Robin. Yeah, and that's all of them. Okay, so that one has 6 different birds. But, I mean, you guys, for, like, masculine cards, if you need them, isn't that, it's so easy to just dress that up. And then my favorite one is the cats. And not just because I'm a cat person. I am a cat person. But also because the artwork on these cats is so adorable. So this one has 4 different designs. We went through them earlier, but they're all these beautiful little watercolor ones. So that's the cats. And then for the sets that we used, if you didn't have them already, if you wanted this inverted nesting one, I think this one was like $14.99. Let me know because I can get them ordered. It's a really good set. I use it a lot. And then also on, this is one of my favorite sets as well, is the stitched banners. It's a diagonal stitched fishtail banners from Elizabeth Crafts, and then the fitted ones. And these nest inside, so you have the solids and the decorative ones going in opposite sides. And those are $11.99 a piece. I mean, they are fabulous for prices. So also the one that was really cool, that worked perfect with the birds, this is the new one from Spellbinders. It's the nested postage label and tags. And I think off the top of my head, this one is $26.99, but you get a ton of dies in here. And it goes right to the edge of that A2. Plus you have a little tiny postage stamp and you have a postage ticket. See that one? So cute. Then we did use a couple of sentiments if you want, but the great thing about this, you guys, really is that you have stuff in your stash that you can use. So sending a happy hello, that one is $7.50. The thinking of you, that was on that cat card. This one, the thinking of you, I believe was $8.99 for the sentiment and the mat there. And then this one is a brand new alphabet. $21.99. You get all of those. That's basically, I don't know if you can see this. I think you can see enough of it. Yeah, so you get the shadows and the letters. And you guys, these really are pretty awesome letters because they're just a little bit stylized. So these ones are brand new in the store. Okay, so I hope you guys had fun. I hope you kind of got a few ideas of things to try because it's so easy. And I know with everything that's going on in life these days, sometimes you just need a fast way to make a card. And these are stunning images and really, really easy to decorate. So anyways, thank you guys so much, and we will talk to you all soon. Bye.